Welcome people, we end up back here again with another video. In today's video, I'll be giving you a preview to the game Chelsea versus Blackburn Rovers, which will be played tomorrow evening at Stamford Bridge around 10:15 South African Standard Time. That's when kickoff will be. So it's a late one, but we have to make time to watch regardless. Now, with this game, it's very, very important. The reason it's very important is because the Carabao Cup represents an opportunity for us to win a trophy. I think we can all see that we're not going to win the Premier League. We probably already knew that we weren't going to win it, but that has been confirmed, right? Not just by Saturday's defeat, but it was confirmed long before that. So that's fine. It is what it is. It's not a problem. We move, right? However, we do need to win this competition or the FA Cup, right? Last season, we didn't win anything. This season, we must win something because that keeps the DNA of Chelsea alive. And what is the DNA of Chelsea, right? It is winning, right? I remember when I was younger, I would see that, okay, let's say a particular season goes by, right? We haven't won anything. It is what it is. The following season is going to be okay because we're going to win something. And that's what I'd like us to do this season. We didn't win anything last season. We let that go. It's okay. But now, make it right. Make it right now, right? And the Carabao Cup is a very good opportunity to win this trophy. Also because of the fact that Man City are out. Tottenham are out, right? So those are two of the big six clubs that are not in the equation. You know what I'm saying? And when I think back to last season, Man United won it. So why can't we? They weren't a perfect team. We're not a perfect team. You could say we are arguably worse than they were, but the point I'm trying to make is the fact that you don't have to be a perfect team to win the Carabao Cup, and we're not that. So yeah, I think that we just need to get in tomorrow and get out with a win. 1-0, 2-0, 3-0. I'm not too fast about the scoreline, but the players must simply win tomorrow. Now, let's talk about who's available, who's not available, right? I'm quickly going to go through the list of people who are on the injury list, right? And then have a discussion about a few of them. So, Armando Broja is out for tomorrow, right? He's still getting treatment on the irritation on his left knee, which is now starting to concern me. Because initially I thought it was going to be like a small thing where he misses just 2 games because of it and then it's fine. But now this is going to be the 3rd game that he's missing because of it. And as such, I'm starting to become a little bit suspicious. I'm starting to worry a little bit, right? But I'm hoping that this is the last game he's missing because of this issue. Because if it's not, then that shows that there's actually a larger issue. Because it seems like the club, the way they're communicating the issue is like, it's small scale, it's not that bad. But if he misses another game after this because of it, I'm getting worried at that point. But anyway, it is what it is. Who else? Chilwell, Benjamin Chilwell, right? He is still out, and Mauricio Pochettino said in his press conference that he doesn't know when he'll be back, but we're just gonna have to give him time, essentially. And he's not even in England right now. He's in America, right? He's in Los Angeles, right? Recovering there because Pochettino said that when a player is injured for a long period of time and they're coming to the training ground for 12 hours a day to do their treatment there, the environment can get a bit stale, you know, seeing the same thing all the time. So just freshen up their perspective, take them to a different location. So yeah, and it seems as though this is done at other clubs as well, based on what he said. So hopefully Chilwell recovers well in Los Angeles. I hope that he'll be back sometime soon, but for now, we're without him. Cool. Trevor Chalobah also out. Carney Chukwuemeka out. Wesley Fofana out. Romeo Lavia out. Hopefully he'll be back by early December, right? Because he hasn't even played for us yet, which is crazy, but it is what it is. Mudryk is out for tomorrow, but there's a possibility that he'll be back for Tottenham. If he's not back for Tottenham, I will start to worry because what do you mean he missed Brentford, Blackburn, and Tottenham? And it's a small issue because that's what it was supposed to be. So if he misses the Tottenham game, then I'm assuming that this is a bigger issue than what was initially reported. And that will scare me a little bit because he's just getting into form. He's just getting his rhythm. What do you mean he's injured? It's like, nah, it's not what you like to see. So yeah. And then lastly, Nkunku, this game comes too soon for him. But like I said in Saturday's video, he will probably be back by the time the next international break ends, which will be around the 21st of November. So, yeah. What else? Poch said he's going to start a strong team. And with him saying that, he did note that although he's going to start a strong team, there are certain people who need to rest. But then he made a surprise revelation as well by saying, oh, this player is definitely going to start. So now let's get into the actual lineup, right? And see who should start, who shouldn't start, and for what reasons. Now, in goal, I would actually not go with Robert Sanchez, right? I'm switching it up, right? I'm going with Petrovic, right, for this game. Because not because Sanchez played poorly at the weekend. Sanchez played well, actually. His distribution was actually very decent on Saturday. So it looks like he has learned from his mistake against Arsenal. Obviously, it's still early to say that, but he's showing a sign of improvement. So we need to upload that. So shout out to him for that. But I would like to give Petrovic a game because if we don't give him this game, when is he going to get a game, bro? Like, realistically, when is he going to get a game? I think it's just fair. He's been at the club for a little while now, right? Well, since the transfer window closed. So just give him this game. Like, what's the harm of giving him this game? You know, it is an important game, but I don't think starting him will be the difference between us losing or winning because we know our problem is scoring goals, not keeping them out. So Petrovic starts in goal. Now at right back, Pochettino has confirmed that Reece James will start. So yeah. Now how do I feel about this? I'm not too sure how to feel. I'm a bit conflicted, right? On one hand, I don't like this because of the fact that I don't know how fit Reece James is, and I have that little worry that he's going to get injured again. Then we're going to be without our captain for a while again. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't need to be adding any more injuries to his record because he's still a young player, right? And if he's going to have a long and successful career, he needs to keep fit, you know? So that is kind of scaring me. On the other hand, oh, and another thing with that, it's like, is Pochettino not telling Malo Gusto that he's not quite good enough then? If he's starting a Reece James who isn't fully fit, we'll know for sure that he's not fully fit. He may be fit to play, he may be fit to start, right? Maybe he can play 60 minutes, but he's not fully fit, right? So starting him over Malo Gusto, that kind of sends a message to Gusto that he needs to step it up. You know what I'm saying? And when, in my opinion, in Reece James' absence, Malo Gusto has been very good. So I'm a bit confused there with what's going on. On the other hand, I like it because Reece James is back, right? He brings some leadership in that back line, right? And additionally, I feel that this will be a good game for him to come back in and just get used to the feel of things again if he's going to play against Tottenham, you know, which he will most likely do. Now, let's get into the right centre-back position. I would go Axel Disasi, right centre-back, left centre-back, Levi Colwill, and left back, I would go Ian Maatsen, right? Now, Axel Disasi, there's just one bone that I have to pick with him. When he played at right back during the weekend, he was good. He was adequate for me, right? Yes, he didn't offer a lot going forward, but he's a centre-back. That's not his job, you know? He did the best he could do as a right back, right? With the capabilities that he has. But there was one thing that I didn't like, and that's on the goal. He did not track his man, and that actually led to us conceding the goal. So, and it's not the first time this has happened this season. So, I don't want to see that again. I hope that Poch highlighted that in a team debriefing and saying, yo, Axel, please track your man. In fact, all the players, track your men, please. It's very, very important. Because if you don't do it, we're gonna concede goals that we shouldn't be conceding. So I hope that he puts that right, not only for tomorrow, but for the rest of the season. Cool. Left centre back Levi Colwill. There's not much to say. I don't think he played badly against Brentford. So yeah, he was decent against Brentford. So he starts at left centre back. Thiago Silva gets a rest. Left back Ian Maatsen over Marco Correa. I would personally like to just give Kukurea a little rest, you know. Although you could say keep up the good momentum, get him ready for Spurs. I don't think we need to get him ready for Spurs. I think he's ready for Spurs as it is. So just give him a little bit of rest. Maybe he can come and play tomorrow 20-25 minutes. I don't know. But if we don't have to play him, I wouldn't play him. Give Ian Martin a full 90. Now for the second goal, Martin contested the ball with Mbeumo, right? And he went down injured, right? After contesting the ball, and then Mbeumo scored in the end, right? After running the length of the pitch. Now, I wasn't happy with Martin for that, right? But I'm going to give him this chance to play at left back. He hasn't had many minutes this season. Show me what you can do, bro. Just show me what you can do, right? Because also, we're negotiating a new contract with him, right? He has an interest in staying, but one of his issues is the fact that he hasn't played much this season. So tomorrow, if you start, show the manager why you should be playing regularly, you know? So, yeah, that's what he needs to do. Then in a double pivot, I would go with Enzo Fernandez, right? I'd bring him back into the side after him recovering from his small muscular injury over the weekend, right? I saw a picture of him training, right? So that's a good sign. And I would not go with Moises Caicedo alongside him. Instead, I would go with Leslie Ugochukwu alongside him. I would give Moises a little bit of a rest, you know. He works quite hard, right? And we need him at the best possible level that he can be at against Tottenham. So allow him just to rest, you know. If he has a few minutes tomorrow, 15, 20, 25, whatever, it's fine. But I don't think he should start at all. Cool. Now, the three players in front of those in the double pivot. I would go in the number 10 position, Cole Palmer. I would love to rest Cole Palmer, but he's too good to not be playing at the moment. So he starts without a shadow of a doubt. On the right-hand side, I would go with Noni Madueke. I would go with Madueke, right? He started in a bright fashion against Brentford, but then he just faded away as the game wore on. But I'm hoping that against opposition of a slightly lower level, right? Championship level opposition, he can show his class. He can show why he should be playing in the Premier League. On the left-hand side, I would play Raheem Sterling. We are without Mudryk for this game, unfortunately, so I would play Sterling there. I am slightly worried about load management with Sterling because I don't want him to get injured, but we just have to ask him to play. There's no other option, really. And then up top, I'll go Nicholas Jackson. Now, for a score prediction. Before I give the score prediction, let me just speak a little bit about Blackburn Rovers. Blackburn Rovers are currently sitting 12th in the championship, and in their last five games, they've won 3. So they're in decent form. But when you look at Blackburn, where they sit in the table, doesn't seem like they're playing for much this season in the championship. They're not playing for promotion. So for them to say, oh no, rest players in tomorrow's game for the game that they'll have on Sunday against Norwich, it's like, why would you do that? They're not playing for much anyway right now at this point in the season. They might as well give the Carabao Cup the best they have. So they'll probably bring a very, very strong team. So we need to be wary of that. Now, with that said, I think we should have the quality to overcome them. So I'll go with a young 2-0 win. A young 2-0 win. I think that's professional, that's well managed, that is realistic. We struggled to score in the last game, right? So we shouldn't expect a lot of goals, but I think 2 goals is not asking for too much. So yeah, that's my score prediction. Chelsea to win 2-0 and advance to the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup. I'll be interested to see how things actually play out. Let me know what you think in the comments. And before I go, like the video, share the video, comment on the video, right? Subscribe to the thing and hit the bell notification to be notified once I've uploaded. I'll see you soon, people. Cheers.